to Eye on the World. This week's topic is about events from International School Manila's high school. Today, we'll be talking about University Night, a time when 3 universities from the United States talk to ISM about their college. One college is Barnard from New York City, the second college is the University of Chicago, and lastly, Johns Hopkins University in Maryland. Let's go on to Harini, who's on the event.
Hey everybody, my name is Harini, and here is University Night.
University Night took place in International School Manila, May 6, 2014. High schoolers that normally attend are mostly juniors of ISM that are interested to know about other colleges abroad. There are 3 universities visiting: University of Chicago, Barnard University, and Johns Hopkins University.
College, right? I'm from the University of Chicago. And what do you want students to take out of University Night? The thing that is, I think, the most important at University Night is to really understand what the liberal arts and sciences curriculum can bring, regardless of what school you're coming from. It's an amazing way for you to widen your perspective as an international student, as a worldwide learner, and as a way to really give back to your community when you either come back or if you stay in the U.S. And I think that the takeaway for University Night is definitely a liberal arts and sciences experience in the U.S. and really being able to explore a lot of different options that maybe may not make sense, like bio and film studies. So a lot of cool things that you can do in our colleges and beyond. Can you give us some background information about So there's a lot of background information about the university. It was founded in 1892, founded the structure of DNA, the first self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction, improv comedy was invented at the University of Chicago. We have a lot of amazing things that have happened at the university in the past and currently. I think you can do some research on that and add to your article. But the University of Chicago is an amazing place where students are taught not what to think, but how to think. And I think it's a pretty great learning model, in my opinion. What was the purposes of these 3 colleges for talking about it? So we really wanted to kind of widen our reach, right? So we don't really get to travel to this region very much, and we get really wonderful applications from here. So we saw some interest, and we decided to go for it. And we happen to like each other, and our schools are all within the liberal arts and sciences. So we're very similar, but we are also very different. So we kind of wanted students to see that it's possible, not only within the 3 schools that we're representing, but with other schools outside as well. And last but not least, what motive or quote do you want students to take away? About any students in general, about learning or education. So I would say, for me, what education really means is having an open mind, having perspectives that you may not have thought before, and that really includes talking to a lot of people about many different things. And the mind and learning is essentially multifaceted, right? So it's not just one thing that the brain can do. I know that I think it was Plato who wrote "One man, one art," right? But there's another way of looking at it, and that's the way we look at it, is that you can be a master of many trades. So as a journalist, you need to know a lot about a lot of different subjects to be a successful one, right? So we want to expand that to all different fields, and I hope that's what students will take away from today's session.
So my name is Vera Bagniak. I represent Barnard College, which is an affiliate of Columbia University, and we're located in the city of New York.
So what do you want students to take away from University Night?
I think, several things. I think the first thing is definitely understand that there are a lot of options out there. So we're just 3 universities. We're 3 very good universities, but in the U.S. there are actually over 4,000 different colleges and universities. And we all offer, very different, very fantastic options. So I think, attending, multiple university nights really help you get a sense of that. The other thing I think we would like you to take away is that, we're all liberal arts colleges, and so that's really our mission. And so I think understanding what liberal arts are all about and the benefits of a broad education is something that all of us feel very strongly about as well. And to me personally, it's also educating folks about the benefits of women's colleges as well, because Barnard is a women's college, and I think that's something that we need to get out there more. Yeah.
What was the purposes of these 3 colleges talking to the students?
So the reason why we travel together is because we are liberal arts and we're highly selective as well. So I think it's good to see that perspective for the students as well. So the purpose was to, let the students get to know our institutions, talk about admissions process, answer questions you might have, and also we also know that it's quite tough for international students sometimes to visit us. So we wanted to make sure that we come in person and answer those questions in person as well, because we know that's important.
And last question, what motive or quote do you want students to remember even in education?
Motive or quote? I don't know. Actually, let me think about this. You mean from tonight or just in general?
Just like in general for any grade level.
Motive or quote? I don't know. I guess study hard.
I am from Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States.
What do you want students to take out of University Night?
So I really want to give a glimpse into what it's like to actually be a Johns Hopkins student. So hopefully students here will learn a little bit more about the university, get a good sense of what it's actually like to be a student at Hopkins.
What are the purposes of these 3 colleges talking to the students?
So the purpose is to draw a little bit of a unique and diverse group of students, because all of us are different universities. So hopefully we're bringing students to hear about the 3 of our schools, and hopefully they're learning a lot about each university. So.
And the last question is, what motive or quote do you want students from all grades and all ages to remember in education?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah.
Find your passion and pursue it with everything you have.
See you next time on Eye on the World.